Oh my gosh, it's been so long and I've missed y'all so much. Life has been lifing and I had to take a break. So here I am. I'm back, reorganizing, expanding my shop, and getting myself together again. Watch me work. Even though I'm far from finished cleaning and reorganizing, I need to take a break so I can start testing my new products. As you can see, I have 3 jars and I'm going to start making candles. So I wanted to use these 3 vessels because they're inexpensive and I wanted to use glass vessels. So here you'll see me taking measurements of my jars, how much they weigh, what their diameter is, and this is going to help me with narrowing down which wick I need, especially the diameter. The weight of the jar is just something I would need later for packaging and finding out just how much they weigh. So here we are. We're measuring the diameters of each jar, and over here in my notebook, that's my notes, and this is what I'm going to keep for the duration, my little recipe book. All right, once I weigh out all my jars, I'm going to start pouring water in them because I'm using the water method to determine how much wax I'll need to fill these vessels for candles. Once I get the water weight, I'll be able to do the math and show you how I determine how much wax I need. Okay, now we're going to get down to the part that most people hate, math. So, to determine my wax amount to fill this jar, I'm using the water method. And using the water method, you fill your jar with the amount of water you need. And then you take the weight of the water and multiply that by the density of the wax. Now, to find the density of the wax, I looked at my material data sheet. And for the wax I'm using, my density is 0.84. So I take the amount of wax, the amount of water, which is 14 ounces, and I multiply that by 0.84, and I come up with 11.76. Now, I'm going to go ahead and round that up to 11.8, and that's the amount of wax I'll need to fill the jar. That's wax and fragrance oil. So I need that to equal 11.8 ounces. I'm going to also do the math for grams, but I will not be using grams in my calculations. You can do what you please. Okay, now I'm going to do the math for the fragrance oil percentage. My wax can hold a max load of 12% fragrance oil, but I don't want to use that much. So I'm going to test at 10%. So I'm going to do my math for 10% fragrance load. To determine how much fragrance oil I'll need for my wax capacity, I take the amount, which is 11.8, and I divide, not multiply as you see here. I correct myself, but I divide the wax capacity, which is 11.8, divided by 110%. Don't forget to hit that percent. And that is the amount of wax I'll need. I'll need 10.7 ounces of wax. Now, I take that 10.7 ounces and subtract it from the 11.8, and that's how much fragrance oil I'll need, which is about what? 1.1 ounce of fragrance oil. Okay, now I'm going to weigh out my wax. And because it's easier for me, I'm going to do it in ounces. Because initially I tried it in grams and your girl didn't do her calculations right. So we're going to do it in ounces. Much easier for me. Okay, now I'm going to measure out my fragrance oil. For my 1.1 ounce of fragrance oil, I'm going to use eucalyptus spearmint. And I'm going to measure this out while my wax is melting in a double boiler. Eventually, I'll get a wax warmer. Not wax warmer, wax melter. And I have my eye on it, but I can't afford it yet. So we'll just wait and see how everything goes. And then I'm going to get one. So since this is the first time I'm using this wax, I'm not going to break down the temperatures that I poured at or anything because this is all new to me and I don't know what's going to work yet. So I don't want to give out that information and it not work for you. So, but I know for my wax, I need to heat above 200 degrees. And that's kind of hard on a double boiler. So I'm going to have to invest in a wax melter. I just, I'm going to have to bite the bullet. But for now, this is how I've done it. And I tried to stir for 2 minutes, but this wax cools so fast that I didn't want it to cool below 180 before I poured. So you'll see me just quit and pour the candle. It just cools down so fast. I just wanted to bring you in and show you that I got a perfect 11.8 ounces. This is great. So, hey, watch it solidify. So I'm going to let this cure for 2 weeks and then I'll commence the testing. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Probably share it too, please.